Evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you all for being here this evening for Merstham's presentation evening. I'm going to start off with something that's not quite football. I'm going to call up two ladies for some flowers. I'm going to start off, Vicky, before you get too low. I'd like to, Vicky, please come. No. If you don't recognise Vicky and her daughter, she's been taking photographs of our glorious moments for the last 2 or 3 years, and we really do appreciate everything she does for the club. So hopefully this is all on camera as well now. So. One other lady we're going to be giving flowers to this evening. She's normally the lady that you probably first see in here, first see on the turnstile, probably the last person you see as well when you clamber out of here. Have we got Joe Harvey in the room, please? Please let through, guys, let through. Thank you. Joe Harvey, everybody, our wonderful bar manager, and everything else she does for the club. And obviously keeps Ian in check as well. What I do want to mention now, I don't know if any of you have bought these little bumblebees. These little bumblebees have actually raised £60 for the club, and they've been made by a lady called Annette Smith. And I'd like to invite Annette up to the microphone, please. Big round of applause for Annette, please.
I just want to say thank you all for buying my bees. I know it's going to the club, but it's also going to my charity, which is Brain Tumour Charity. I just want to hand this money over to you and just say thank you all.
Thank you very much. I really do appreciate everything you do for the club. Thank you. So I will be handing this straight to Sue. Come away, yeah, thank you for that, Annette. That was superb, and we really do appreciate what you've raised for the club and for your chosen charity. That is superb. Thank you. Right, I'm not going to be up here on my own. I don't want to hog it, but I was gonna. There's one guy that's going to come up and join me in a second, but he was just gonna come up and join me, but he said, well, you got to announce me. So obviously I don't really need telling twice. So for the first time this evening, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've got to welcome our, we'll say current manager, shall we? Our current manager. So put your hands together and very loud cheers for the one and only Jamie de Cruz. Cheers, Paul.
I always say to the lads, I'll start these speeches and give me 2 minutes, it ends up being 20 minutes. So I'll try and trim this down as quickly as I can. Guys, the first thing I'd love to say is, and I genuinely mean this, since coming in back in October, which was a call out of nowhere really. I was still wiping my tears from Chris and Paul telling me I didn't get the job in the first place. And we don't really know where we would be if we had that opportunity, but I guess we never know.
Your house wouldn't be finished.
I said I'd get you back. Do you know what? I had no real affiliation with Merstham prior to coming here. I was really disappointed with not getting the job because I felt it was a really, really good match, and I meant that, and I've said that to Chris and Paul since, and I still feel exactly the same as I did feel back then. I think this club is massively, I don't want to say underachieving, but I think this club has absolutely everything to go on and do really, really well. The word sleeping giant is often used. I think this club has all the resources available to go and do really well, and I think that's backed by, and I can only compare to since I've been here, the amazing support we get week in, week out. So first of all, thank you to all. I obviously can't go through everyone, but I always remember Liam, a conversation we had. I don't know, everyone thinks he's a loudmouth, swears a bit, and he's a Jersey fan. But without him and the rest of you who've travelled over to Ramsgate and Sheppey and enjoyed those days with us, that has been the start for me of our togetherness, and I hope, you know, today was our biggest attendance, barring the schools day, and I hope that will get even bigger next year. We can start building towards it. So supporters, thank you again, brilliant, really, really good. Secondly, I'd like to thank all the committee who put in so much effort, and honestly, I've never ever been part of, I mean, I'm fairly young, but never been part of a committee who work as hard. And special shout out to my personal PA Joe Weeks, who is incredible at getting everything done, but not just him. And what I won't do is name everyone because I'm worried I'll miss someone out, but the whole board is phenomenal. And you know, we meet once a month every Sunday in the Harrow, and yeah, it's brilliant in terms of we have that real togetherness as well. So to all of you guys, thank you, and that's from the players as well. And then lastly, obviously the players who were rubbish today, all of them. Obviously, yeah. The thing people don't realise is when you come into a side who are down the bottom, which they were at the time, you're asking players to move mid-season when most of them are already content or settled at clubs. We put together a side of, in my opinion, honest, hard-working, unbelievable lads who, a lot of them are injured, a lot of them weren't playing at their current sides. A few of them come over with me from previous club. But what they've built together in such a short time, for me, bodes really, really well. And I hope and believe, with a good pre-season, keeping the core, we can go on to do really, really good things next year. So boys, you've been brilliant, well done. So we are going to do the trophies now, and we've obviously had to give out the trophies based on the 82 players who've been part of the club this year. So we've obviously had a look at who's played a good amount of games, but are you happy to give them up? We're going to go through them award by award, give out the trophies, and if you haven't won a trophy, lads, this year, work even harder so that next year you're part of it. Okay, goal of the season. So for goal of the season, we are going to ask our incredible cameraman to come and present. Well, cameraman and Timothy, oh, you come. Commentate.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
That's our fucking go.
Thank you, everybody. Can I just say on behalf of me and Bernard, it's been an absolute pleasure to be here again this season. There's been highs and lows, but the highs have certainly trumped it It's been a pleasure working with you all. Thanks for all agreeing to do interviews when you've been asked, etc., including you, Mr. Chairman, today. All good. So goal of the season was hotly contested. I'm going to read out the top 3, but as always with these things, unfortunately, Corey's strike last week didn't quite make the cut because it was past the deadline. Sorry, mate.
What about Greenwood's goal from today?
Well, conversely, the own goal today doesn't count either, so...
Sorry, John.
Where is he? Is he out? It's a winning. No, don't worry. Right, so in reverse order, in 3rd place was Charlie Greenwood, strike at Chichester. In 2nd place was Lorenzo Lewis's goal against Herne Bay. So the winner of the first trophy this evening, please step forward. Ben Senior! Let's strike against him from Belvedere. Congratulations, mate. Well done. There's a public vote.
You can say a speech if you want to say a speech.
So what happened is, Richie done well, to be fair. Richie nicked the ball high press from Jamie. He's flicked it back towards me, and I thought first time I'm just going to bend this in, and that's exactly what happened. Top corner, 1-0 against Erith, and now they're relegated. Cheers.
Ben Senior!
Right, next award is a guy that's been a little bit of a talisman, I think, going forward this year. He's held the front line absolutely amazingly. His strength and determination has been amazing. And obviously, the top goal scorer this season, Corey Henry. Now Corey's going to talk you through every one of his goals now. No, maybe not.
To be fair, I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is start off with thanking the fans for the amazing support, week in, week out. Most importantly, thanking the board, the staff, obviously the job they've done, the job Jamie's done since he's come in. It's been nothing short of amazing. Thank my teammates. Obviously, wouldn't be able to do it without them, obviously. And yeah, long may it continue.
Thank you, Corey. Superb. The next award is from the supporters. Liam, can you please come up? Liam's a little bit shy and retiring. You might not have noticed him even being around the club. It's hardly says boo to a goose. So, hey, my brother, separated at birth we were. So just need a little bit more grey in the tash, should be fine. Liam this year, as I want to, before we go on to...
Fuck off back to Jersey!
Yeah. I'm surprised Billy Oram can even say Jersey. So, but what I will say before Liam gives out this award, I want to actually praise Liam. He's brought together such a group of a fan base that when we go away from home, the noise and the support that is given to our team, it must obviously feel like a 12th man. And we really do appreciate you put together and everything. But what I will say, I've put in my notes today that I do say about the fans have been amazing. And I do put down here that I believe you can now buy a car from Oliver Kindar. So if anybody's looking for a second hand, please have a word with Ollie at the bar. I will now hand you... And I will now hand you over to Liam.
Oh, thank you. Firstly, I won't F off back to Jersey, I'm watching my mouth now. We're here together, as the one goes. We're all here. A couple of us started it, and we're all a part of it. Remember that, we all play our part, we're all together. As for the songs, that starts at 4:30 in the morning. And I call it toilet time with Liam. We're going to set that up with a podcast.
We're not filming that.
No. Right, supporters player of the season. Fellas, you've been fantastic since the restart. Jamie came in, headache. It's longer than you, midget. So, all of us as supporters, we're appreciative of you all, the effort, the time, the dedication. It's hard to pick one player, so we had a ballot, blah, blah. This season's supporters player of the season is Corey Henry. Let's have it right as well. If the goal of the season had run to last week, it was between him and Lee Lewis for last week. Definitely. See ya.
Thank you, Liam. Appreciate that. Is Mr. Jamie De Cruz coming back up to the stage, is he? He's so good they named him twice.
Okay, next one will be Clubman of the Year. So, I always feel Clubman can mean various different things. It might be someone who spends loads of time in the bar, chatting to fans. It might be someone who plays 250 games for the club. Our Clubman of the Year goes to the skipper. Give Gunnar a round of applause.
We'll keep this a lot shorter than Jamie's speech. Yeah, I'd like to start by saying a few thank yous. I'm not going to name everyone, but like the board, everyone at the club behind the scenes that does so much. It's a lot of unnoticed work, but all the players and that I know would all really appreciate it, and would like to say sort of thank you to all of you first.
Quietly, obviously.
Secondly, the supporters this season been incredible, to be honest. From the away days to all the home games now, where we're getting 350 near enough every week. So yeah, unbelievable support. So thank you. And lastly, I'd like to say one other thing for one person. I know he's not going to like me saying this, but the gaffer, Jamie. I don't think people really realise when he came in and got the job. I don't think people realised behind the scenes what actually needed to be done. Not just on the pitch with like results. Obviously they've improved and we've picked up, but also behind the scenes training, in the changing room, everything. Like the players, he had to turn around. Difficult phone calls he had to make. From the minute he come in, to be honest, he's changed the whole dressing room, and that's why now the support is because of this. To be honest, it's because of Jamie. So yeah, big round of applause for Jamie as well. everyone enjoy the night.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you.
Cheers, Gunnar. He gets paid a lot of money to say those sort of things, by the way, we didn't know. Don't it be too much money, not enough. Players play, I always feel a player should give it out naturally. So I want our standing skipper, someone who knows the club well in, well out. Can Charlie Greenwood please come up to give this out?
I will actually keep this shorter than the gaffer's speech, unlike Cunners. Also, we need an armband that will fit me for next year. This goes to a player who, week in, week out, has been so consistent. He's never dropped out, never dropped down. His attitude in training, okay, he might not have been the best in training. Few worst trainer awards, but on a Saturday and a Tuesday night every week he's consistent, he's up there. So Ollie Kinder.
It's been a good season, and just like thank you to the gaffer and the players and that, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what
Right, we come to the last award of the evening, and by no means the least. It's the gaffer's choice. It's the gaffer's choice. So I will announce it because he obviously he's gonna hand it over. Plus, I think we're also maybe arguing over the mic a lot about two Chelsea footballers wanting to take a penalty. So, but no, I think again, I would have thought. Sorry. Actually, no. I am going to hand this over to our governor because it is his award and he should be announcing it.
Honestly, this was the toughest choice I've ever had to make in terms of giving out a trophy or an award. No one knows my award. No one, even. Probably the one person who collected the trophy. Even my management don't know who it is. Really, really tough because I think every single player in our squad has had good moments, bad moments, ugly moments, everything in between. Mine has gone to someone who I had initially as a 16-year-old years ago. He was brilliant for me back then. He then went on and signed at a club. Has done really well, and almost like fate has come back to me. I'm half tempted to not give it to him unless I see him sign for the next season now. But for 19 years of age, the consistency he's shown throughout the season, his attitude, his willingness to run, and don't be fooled by the lack of words. He can be quite a nasty little on the pitch. My manager's player goes to Ollie Kinder.
Thank you to the gaffer, thank you to Deeks, Lee, Ollie, Ryan, all the players as well. Like it's been a good season. Like, oh yeah, as I said, we'll see what happens.
Just conclude. I can wrap it up if you want. I'll say something.
So guys, just before Paul concludes, lastly, just a massive thank you once again. All I would say to you is recharge, enjoy the break over the next couple of months. I know I'm looking forward to it, I know the players are as well, but we want this times 10 next year to hopefully build towards where we want to go. And that's no pressure on me or the players, but we certainly don't want to accept staying up, because our standards, if I'm honest with you, want to be a lot higher, but we need you all to be part of this. And let's look back in a year's time and make sure this was that pivotal moment to where we all look forward to next season. So here's to next year.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Jamie. I would just... sorry? Morgan wants to get up, does he? This could be slightly dangerous.
No swearing, Morgan!